Hundreds of thousands of visitors are expected to Houston during Super Bowl week. Many of those will be flying into Hobby Airport, and they'll get their first taste of Houston there. Then they'll move a little bit to the north where NRG Stadium is located, and that is a purview of District K, where Councilmember Larry Green is watching over things. Good morning, Councilmember. Good to see you.
Good morning, Kimberly. Thanks for having me.
We just talked about the Super Bowl. A lot of that is happening right there. I mean, the big game itself is right where you are. How excited are you, and what kind of things have been going on in preparation for this big week?
So we're extremely excited. We're glad that the Super Bowl is coming to District K. And so lots of preparations are going on. If you drive by the stadium, you've seen a lot of activity that's happening with the widening of sidewalks, the implementation of new landscaping, as well as lighting, as well as entry markers that will light up in the night. It's going to be absolutely beautiful.
And that is something that's been in the works for a long time. Obviously, some of that was incorporated within the budget. I mean, how was that? How that was done? That a lot of that was already going to be budgeted anyway? For a
lot was going to be budgeted, but we worked with the Stadium Park Redevelopment Authority. Ed Wolf is that chair, and so what we were able to do was cobble together dollars from different entities, private sector as well as some public sector funds, to do these enhancements. We knew we had to put on a great face for the world, because the world will be watching. And so we've been working on this for several years for these enhancements to the NRG Stadium complex.
And as a result of that, all Houstonians will benefit, because once those improvements are made, of course, they're made, and that's a good thing. Absolutely,
they are made. These activations are in place. Anything up for upping the Wi-Fi as well as lighting and beautification efforts, these will stay post Super Bowl.
Let's talk about what you're doing with the City Council as the chair of the Transportation Committee, which is a heady responsibility, my friend. There's a lot of people who look at you and say, what's going on? There's a lot going on that's in your district and throughout the city. Talk about some of the projects that are ongoing now that are really key.
Absolutely. Well, of course, we have the 288 toll project that's happening now. That's a concession project. That's a 52-year agreement we have with the concessionaire that will actually build out the tollways. We'll have two coming in and two leaving out, but that'll start from the Brazoria, Fort Bend County line all the way into Highway 59, and what that will do will assist with congestion to the medical center. So that particular project is being paid for by the actual concession, and so that's not coming from taxpayer dollars, but we will be able to ease that congestion that comes from Pearland area into the city of Houston.
And has that already started?
That's already started. If you drive by 288 now, you'll see tractors already turning dirt and what have you. And the free lanes that are in place now will remain free, and you'd have the option to use those lanes. But these are additional lanes that will be put in place from Pearland into the city of Houston.
Okay, so that's 288. That takes care of one area, but 45 is always a concern for a lot of people. Stuff going on there as well.
Absolutely. There's the 45 North project from downtown Central Business District all the way to Beltway 8. Very excited about that project. That's a TxDOT project, and essentially what they're doing, again, is looking at widening those lanes, perhaps closing the Pierce Elevated, and redirecting all of that traffic. What I'm most excited about is that the mayor's looking at a multimodal type project along with that project. And so not only are we looking at just adding additional lanes, but perhaps the addition of some sort of rail or some sort of commuter rail or DRT lane that will assist with traffic.
Now that's a huge project, it sounds to me. How many years are we talking about?
It's a huge project. We're looking to completion 2030. It's split into 3 phases, and so the design phase of phase 1 has been done, and so we're looking, we'll be going into public comment, doing the environmental, and hopefully that construction will start sometime late next year.
90A, that's part of, there's something, the rail associated close to 90A, and that's part of your district as well?
It is, it is. It's commuter rail from Fort Bend, Houston into Harris County, and very excited about that. An RFI has been let, and so we are looking for partners to partner with Metro to bring commuter rail in. There's several transportation-oriented development projects along that site that have been put out there, and so we're excited to see what we get back from our RFI. But the voters said that we wanted commuter rail in a referendum back in, I think, 2004, and so now it's coming to fruition.
Now, they've decided on anything yet. You're just laying the groundwork for once you want to have a concept. Somebody can put together whatever kind of proposal they want for what's going to be happening. Do voters have to make a decision on that before we move forward? Or?
Voters have already made the decision on that, and so we're just ready to move forward and to see what we get back from the private sector and see how we can have a public-private partnership similar to the 288 type project that we have and move it forward with community rail.
We had a story here on Channel 2 a couple of weeks ago about some issues going on within the neighborhood where there were stop signs missing.
Right.
And part of it was in your district as well. But this gives us a chance to talk about what people should do if they have a scenario where they notice stop signs or any kind of signs that are missing in their neighborhoods could make it a dangerous situation. What is the process they should do to try to make sure that it gets rectified?
Absolutely. Well, what we have in District K is we have kind of a 24-hour turnaround we have with our constituents. And so we ask our constituents to call in 311. After they call 311, they'll get a service request number. Get that service request number, call our office, and then we will expedite that request to the particular department that handles that. In this instance, it would be Public Works, and we'll try to get that sign replaced as soon as we can get Public Works out there.
Okay, good. At least they know there's a process and they can keep track of it.
There's absolutely a process.
And my next guests are going to be talking about the Martin Luther King breakfast that's coming up here. And of course, that day is a big holiday for a lot of people. Before I let you go, how do you look at the MLK holiday in terms of what it actually does in this country now, what it represents and what it means to you?
You know, it means a constant, to me, it means that it shows progress. It shows progress of the African-American people here in America. It shows that an opportunity for all folks, all walks of life to come together to celebrate, and really an accomplishment of a people, of a history of a people within the complex of the American society. And it's just a great day for celebration.
Good deal. Well, thank you for coming out. I know you'll be out there celebrating as well.
I will be there.
Councilmember Larry Green, thank you so much. Good luck in the weeks ahead and years ahead now, because you have a little bit longer time in office now.
That's we do, yes.
Thank you so much.